But now, faith, hope, and love. These three remain. Paul said everything else is gone. Everything else. All of the rest of these signs and wonders could be gone. If there is this, it will cease. If there is that, it will be done away. But three things will always remain in Christianity. Three things will always remain because three things are always found in God. Faith. God is the Father of it. In fact, the Holy Spirit, when He comes in, He's the one who gives me that faith. Hope. It is in God that is my hope. So long as there is a God, I have hope. Because I don't hope in myself, I hope in Him. My hope of heaven is not my ability. It's not my talent. My hope of heaven is found in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So I have faith. And I have hope. And so long as God dwells in me, love shall be found there too. There remains these three: faith, hope, love. So when someone looks at you as a Christian person, three things should be staring back at them: your faith in God, your hope of an eternal home, and your love for one another, and your love for a lost and dying world. These are the things that people can see. And if they see these things, then they can assume that we have Christianity in us. Then they can assume that it is of God. Because our drive is not ours. Our drive is always for someone else. Our want and our desire. In marriage it works that way. If in marriage I thought only about myself, what can my wife do for me? What will my kids do for me? What do I get out of this? Why should I go into it? What am I getting? If all of my questions are me-centered, it isn't going to work. It has to be, what can I give her? Or what can I give them? My drive and my motivation, my reason for getting up at 5:45 every morning is to go to work. Why? So I can take care of my wife and kids. So I can provide for them. Why am I involved in God's church? Because I want to be part of His body. I want to be an active part. My body, if it just lays dormant all day long, guess what? It gets nothing. The reason God gave me a body is so it can carry this head around and accomplish what it's supposed to accomplish and do what it's supposed to do. This brain does all the thinking, but it can't do anything without my hands. My brain could think all day long. It could think great thoughts, but it can't get anything done. Something as simple as nailing two boards together. My brain could sit there and say, nail them boards together. And if my hands don't cooperate, it's not going to get done. My brain could say to my stomach, hey, guess what? We're hungry. And my mouth say, I ain't going to open because I ain't going to feed you. It doesn't work well. There's a problem. But if love comes in, my body works well together because my body loves the body. But it also loves being part of the body of Christ. And so I come to church and I ask myself, what can I do to help the body? What is my part? Being part of the body doesn't simply mean I come in and I sit down and I get fed. Being part of a body requires that I also do something. My feet are part of this body, so guess what? They have to walk me back and forth. They have to get me places. My hands are part of the body, so they have to do stuff. You ever notice that every part of your body does something? My knees bend like this. And I take them for granted. My back can bend like that. You ever have your back go out? And it can't bend like that anymore. You can't pick anything up. You gotta struggle to get down there and get it. And what do you say? Stupid back. See, we take it for granted until it doesn't do its job, and then we get mad at it. My knees hurt when it rains. And so I get mad at my knees, you know. I take the elevator at work all the time. People say, why do you always take that? Why don't you walk? Why don't you take the stairs? I said, you know, these knees only have so many more bends left in them, and I don't want to use up the last one. I might need it. So it's easier for me to get in the elevator and let the elevator ride me up than to bend all those times up and down those stairs and ruin my knees. The body working together says to you and to me, he's healthy. But when the body fights itself, you say he's got something wrong. It can't control itself anymore, like my mother did. She would just, every now and then she'd say, well, look at that. And then pretty soon it got stronger. And pretty soon it was the other hand going too. And she'd sit there and talk to you, and it's like, Mom, you going to sit there and move them hands all day long? She couldn't help it. Pretty soon her whole body would be gone. Last couple of years of her whole life. Took her out. From a healthy body to a not so healthy. The hands, the nervous system wasn't cooperating. Not so noticeable at first. You and I are part of the body of Christ. And if you don't do your part, it's not noticeable maybe right away. But eventually it does become noticeable. So you have to ask yourself this question: what have I done for Christ? We know what he has done for us. So that's not the question. The question we leave with ourselves is, what have we done for him? It all comes down to this one word, doesn't it? If you love me, do the things I have commanded you. You ever notice how quickly people are to point out the fact that there are no commandments in the New Testament? You ever hear Christians tell you that? Oh, there's no commandments. We're Christians. We don't have any commandments. How come Jesus said, if you love me, do the commandments that I gave you? I'll give you another number. If you were a Jew, you have 480 Mosaic laws. 480. You say, wow, how can you remember that many? But you know how many New Testament laws there are? How many Christian laws there are in the New Testament? 1,050. Wow, I didn't know Christians had commandments. If you love me, then do my commandments. By this. And then he takes it all and he says, let me break it down for you. Let's take it down to 2. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. In these 2 lie all the law and the prophets. Everything Old and New Testament are brought down to this simple point. Love the Lord your God and your neighbor. Isn't that what he did? Father, not my will but yours be done. So he went to the cross. But he didn't go to the cross for himself. He went there for me. Father Terry is a wicked man and can't get to heaven if he tried. So we better do it for him, or he'll never get here. Honest and straightforward from his mouth. And I agreed with him. Lord, I can't. My best day falls short. On my best day, I am worse than he was on his worst day. You ever meet Jesus on a bad day? You know why? He never has one. We like to give ourselves a bad day occasionally. We say of ourselves, well, I was just having a bad day. That's our excuse, right? I was just having a bad day. Yesterday when I hollered at you and I threw that stuff at you, I was just having a bad day. See how perfect he is? He never said that. He never said to the disciples, sorry guys, I was just having a bad day. Love. Greater love than this hath no man, than that he should lie down his life for his friends. And I call you friend. How amazing is that? So don't worry about spiritual gifts. Don't worry about all those 1,050 commandments. Just read again from the Corinthian letter and answer those few questions that we had asked ourselves. Am I patient? Am I kind? Am I not jealous? Do I not brag? Do I act unbecomingly? Do I seek my own? Am I easily provoked? Do I keep score of what people have done wrong to me? Do I like righteousness? Do I rejoice in the truth? Am I willing to bear the burdens that people bring my way? Am I willing to believe everything that God said? Do I hope in eternal life? Love never, never fails.